In 1878, a Swedish-Finnish explorer named Adolf Erik Nordenskjöld set out on a voyage that would take him through the frozen Arctic seas. His ship became trapped in the ice, and he and his crew endured nearly a year of harsh conditions before completing the Northeast Passage. It was a journey few thought possible, a route that for centuries had been considered impossible. Today, more than 140 years later, Russia is attempting something far larger, a $300 billion push to open the Northern Sea Route as a modern trade highway. This Arctic corridor could cut weeks off shipping times between Asia and Europe, faster than the Suez Canal. But the question remains, will this be the trade route of the future or a gamble in one of the harshest environments on Earth? The Arctic has always been a remote and challenging frontier. For centuries, explorers tried to map its coasts and find a navigable route between Europe and Asia. Many failed, their ships crushed by ice or lost to storms. Nordenskjöld's voyage in 1878–79 was a breakthrough, proving that a passage across the Arctic was possible, though not easy. At the same time, the Suez Canal had transformed global shipping, providing a shorter route between Europe and Asia and shifting the balance of trade. For the Arctic, it remained a distant dream, frozen and isolated. Today, climate change is reshaping the region. The Arctic is warming 4 times faster than the rest of the planet, and some scientists predict ice-free summers by the 2040s. What was once impassable ice is now a corridor of opportunity. The Northern Sea Route is more than a shortcut. It could redefine global trade. A shipment from China to Western Europe that normally takes 40 days through the Suez Canal can be completed in just 26 days through the Arctic. That saves 2 weeks of travel, cuts fuel costs, and reduces emissions. Beyond economics, the route has strategic value. As instability in the Middle East threatens traditional shipping lanes, the Arctic offers an alternative. Whoever controls this corridor gains influence over the flow of goods between continents, making the Northern Sea Route not just a logistical shortcut, but a geopolitical lever. In 2020, Russia unveiled a plan to invest $300 billion into Arctic infrastructure over the next few decades. The ambition is vast. Ports are being expanded, airports built, pipelines laid, and even towns created on permafrost. The Arctic is rich in natural resources, with an estimated $35 trillion in untapped oil and gas reserves. Cargo volumes are already increasing. In 2024, Russia moved 38 million tons of goods along the Northern Sea Route, a record high. Planners hope to grow that to 200 million tons annually by 2030, though the route still faces logistical and political challenges. The scale of Arctic projects is staggering. Vostok Oil, a $150 billion development, aims to produce 2 million barrels of oil per day. It isn't just a field. It is a network of airports, power plants, and 15 new villages to support workers. Progress has been slowed by extreme weather, sanctions, and financing challenges, yet construction continues. Meanwhile, Yamal LNG, operational since 2017, has shown that Arctic shipping can succeed. Engineers overcame permafrost and extreme cold by building reinforced foundations and cryogenic tanks capable of storing liquefied gas. Today, billions in LNG leave the Yamal Peninsula every year. Arctic LNG 2, which started in 2019, is designed to surpass Yamal. Sanctions delayed construction, but by 2025, China had already received multiple shipments, showing the Northern Sea Route is functioning despite political pressures. Once complete, Arctic LNG 2 will produce nearly 20 million metric tons of LNG annually. None of these projects would be possible without icebreakers. Russia currently operates 7 nuclear-powered icebreakers, with 4 more under construction. These vessels can cut through 3 meters of ice and operate non-stop for up to 7 years. They are essential to keeping the Northern Sea Route open year-round. Rosatom, Russia's state nuclear agency, is also working with Chinese partners to expand fleets capable of navigating ice-covered waters. Without these ships, The Arctic would remain a seasonal, unpredictable route. The Arctic's development goes beyond ships and ports. Murmansk is being upgraded with new terminals, deeper berths, and improved rail connections, while Vladivostok is emerging as another hub for Arctic shipments. Even technology projects are underway, including a 12,000-kilometer high-speed undersea cable to connect the Arctic to global internet networks. Arctic tourism is also on the rise, with luxury expeditions designed to showcase the region's landscape, though these remain exclusive experiences. All of this infrastructure underlines the scale of Russia's commitment to making the Arctic a functioning, year-round corridor. Financing the Arctic is complicated. Russia cannot fund it alone. Western sanctions have limited access to investment since 2014 and intensified in 2022. As a result, Russia has turned to China and countries in Asia and the Middle East. China has positioned itself as a near-Arctic nation and has integrated the Northern Sea Route into its Belt and Road Initiative. Chinese shipping companies now operate container lines along the Arctic Express route to Europe. At the same time, legal disputes over control of the route continue. Russia claims broad authority under the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, but other countries contest those claims. The Arctic has become a high-stakes arena for trade, resources, and influence. Russia's Arctic Silk Road is a story of ambition, engineering, and risk. Mega projects are under construction, cargo volumes are breaking records, and LNG continues to reach China despite sanctions. Icebreakers carve paths through frozen seas, ports grow, and technology networks expand. Yet the Northern Sea Route remains a challenge, with extreme weather, unstable permafrost, and political tensions making each voyage a test of skill and endurance. Like the explorers of the past, modern engineers and planners are pushing into a frontier few believed could be conquered. The Arctic is no longer a distant wilderness. It is a stage for the next era of global trade, engineering, and strategy. The Northern Sea Route could become a vital corridor, linking continents and shaping the flow of goods and energy in the decades ahead. But whether it will succeed as a backbone of global trade or prove to be an overreach into impossible conditions remains to be seen. What do you think? Will the Arctic Silk Road define the future of shipping, or is it a gamble too large for even Russia to win? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories on the world's biggest builds.